Hello and welcome here to Kingston. It's day 2, game 3 of the day of the 2025 Colts Fall Classic. A team we saw earlier today, the Orleans Red Sox, after finding a big win over the East Nepean Eagles. Are 1-0, facing a team I believe still yet to play a game in the tournament, maybe played this morning. It's the Kingston Colts red team. And we're off and underway here. We'll have the 1-0-1 pitch make that. That's a strike down the middle, looking for the leadoff hitter. This is Cam. So the Red Sox in the white and the Colts in the red. And strike 3 swinging there for Cam. And it's a leadoff punch out for the Colts, and there's one down. And so we saw how good this Red Sox team is when they put everything together. Big victory over the Eagles by at least 10 runs. I believe the final score was around 14-4, something like that. Just a very dominant effort in the entirety of the ball game. And we'll see if they can get back to that level here. Inside for a ball. This is Zane hitting in the second spot in the order. Saw a ball in the last pitch. You'll await this one from the righty. Holds off, takes a strike on the outside as it gets painted, and we'll have around a 2-1 count. And we'll have the 2-1 to Zane hitting in the second spot here this afternoon. This morning, hitting the third spot in the order. And another ball will come through. Getting deeper and deeper now into the count. On the 2-2 pitch. Holds off. And it's a strike 2 there for Zane. So that's strike 2. And now he's got to protect with 2 strikes against him. The pitch. Gets a piece of it to the shortstop. Cradle tossed down to first in time. And there's 2 down as the infield gets to work there and able to make the play. And we'll bring up Miller Goods now to the plate. The Colts trying to retire the side in order, potentially, as they found the first 2 batters to get them out. And the first pitch in the eyesight level for ball 1. You know, Miller can bring some power to this lineup with the 1-0 pitch. Down and away for ball 2. And a lead here for Miller as he sees the first 2 pitches. The 2-0. Goods fires this one to center field. And it's down for a base hit. Nice toss by the center fielder. Will contain Miller only at first base, but a runner on here for the Red Sox as they start their offense. And this will bring up Jeremy to the plate. First pitch to Jeremy up high for ball 1. Lobbed in there as well. And another ball there will just miss away for Jeremy. And now he's got a lead in the count here. Trying to make something happen with a runner at first. We'll await the pitch. And that's a strike on the outside, the call. Perfectly painted there from the pitcher. That's number 4 on the mound for the Colts. Looks for the outside corner again. It's ball 4, it looks to be, for Jeremy. And so we'll have runners at first and second, as Miller will also be awarded second base, now in a scoring position. And so after the first 2 were sent down and back to the dugout, the next 2 get on base. Underneath of it, gets a piece of it and lifts it into foul territory. As this is Miles at the plate right now. With 2 on. Fouls the last pitch off, so he does have a strike in the count. Gets a hold of that one, just sends it just off the third baseline for a foul ball. If he was just a tad earlier. On the swing there. Could have made something happen. Would have been a very nice hit. And holds off. Good take. Takes a ball on the inside. Thought about it right till the very last second if he should swing or not. And it was the right decision. And that one on the other half of the plate for another ball. Moves us, I believe, to a full count situation here for Miles. And that one down to the dirt for ball 4. And it's a bases loaded situation now for Orleans, as 3 batters consecutively have got aboard here after it all started with Miller, who got a base hit. And so we'll get back underway here as the wind is kind of picked up. Tents are flying everywhere. That one fouled back. So able to get a piece of it. That one to the outside, gets away. Miller, the leadoff runner, thinks about it. No one else can run unless he goes. Decides not to. See Simone, bases loaded. And we'll have the pitch here. Fair ball, and fires that one right up the gap to left field. 1 run will score, and it opens the ball game. Makes it 1-0 RBI single for Simone. And the Red Sox have themselves a lead. And the bases will remain loaded here. for Adam. Bases remain loaded. Sees the first pitch just a tad high for ball one. So the Colts have themselves in a jam. The real question is, how do they work out of it? Loads up, takes a swing. Won't be able to connect. And another heavy slice for strike two. Adam looking to hit for some power here. Got to be able to connect now with 2 strikes. Kind of battle here. Chance for the Colts to get themselves out of the top of the inning and send themselves to the offense. The 1-2 on the inside for another ball. And strike 3 swinging there from Adam. And it looks like they're wanting to see a foul ball, and they will. So it did get a piece of it. He did get a piece of it to stay alive, and that's all he needs to do. Keeps him at the plate, and we'll still have a 1-2. That one will get him, though. Strike 3 swinging, and the bases left stranded, and only 1 run the result of that big-time situation. It's 1-0 for the Red Sox as they get 1. But we'll see the Kingston Colts with their first opportunity on the offense when we come back. Bottom first, you're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Kingston. We'll join you back here for the bottom of the first inning. It's a 1-0 Red Sox lead after they found 1 in the top of the inning. Had the bases loaded, but left them stranded. Kingston able to get out of it. Leading things off for the Colts, it's number 5, Noah. And will foul the first pitch off. For a strike. And he's on it. Fires that one right up the alley to left field. Noah will turn for second. The play not there in time. And it's a leadoff double for Noah in the Colts. And a runner now in scoring position representing the tying run. And here's Colton now to the plate. A chance to capitalize on a great double from leadoff Noah. First pitch to Colton. Goes for a swing for strike one. Makes contact, fouls that one off the third baseline. So still 2 strikes against him. That pitch just on the outside will miss his spot. And we'll have a ball. And that's strike 3 looking there for Colton as he gets one down in the inside corner. And there's one down. So a backwards K for the starting pitcher this afternoon. That's number 9 at the mound. Piece of it fouls it back by Sawyer. Over top with the hand of the batter. Both runners will be on the move now and get to third and second. And so Levi, the cleanup hitter, tying run at first and game leading run at second. That one to the backstop. Here comes runner around, gets the green light and slides on in there. And it's a 1-1 ball game as the Colts tie it up. And runner at third base, he represents the go-ahead run. And a swing and a miss there for Levi. First strike. Inside for a ball. underneath it, lifts it to the backstop, and will drop back in foul territory for a foul ball, which will result in a strike. Outside, ball 4. Runners coming around as it's to the backstop and safe and sound. And the Colts will take the lead as they get another run through. Runner to second. Safe and sound. That's a strike looking there for Sammy. Sammy up the middle to the mound, throw to first in time. And there's 2 down as Sammy will move the runner over to third base. Chance to add another one to the tally, but that's out number 2. And the first pitch will take a swing on the inside. As at the mound, starting pitcher this afternoon as well for the Orleans Red Sox is Ashton. That one hits a third, cross diamond. In time, a stretching play by the first baseman. Almost does the splits there, and the play effective, and that will do it. Top second when we come back, the Colts take the lead by 1. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic. We'll join you back here for the top of the second inning here between the Red Sox and the Colts. It's a one-run game after the Colts found 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Back on the defensive side of the ball now. This one hit just off the first base line in foul territory. For a foul ball, we'll continue the battle here. As 2 good teams going at it. And we'll have the 2-2. That's outside for ball 3. Has worked a full count here. And we'll have the payoff pitcher to Vic, the leadoff. It's ball 4. And a leadoff walk here for the Red Sox. Will put a runner on first base. And we'll bring up Ashton, who is the starting pitcher in the bottom of the first inning for the New Orleans Red Sox. We'll see if he comes back out for the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to Ashton. In the infield, pops up to the third baseman. The catch is made, and there's 1 down. Great catch there from the third baseman. Kind of just moves in, not having to move a whole lot to make the grab. And we'll move on to bottom of the order. This is Beckham. Pops this one up to the backstop. And pops it right back to the tent I'm sitting underneath of. In foul territory. We'll start off with the strike for Beckham as he fouls one back. The 0-1. Down in the dirt. Here goes runner down to second. And a successful steal there from Vic. Moves himself now to a scoring position. And time has been called just for a moment's time. As he'll tie his shoe. So Beckham not at the bottom of the order. He's sitting second to bottom. I believe Cam Sebo will be at the bottom of the order here this game. And we'll get Beckham's at-bat resumed here. I believe an 0-1 count after the first foul ball. This one ripped fair and splits the infielders to left field. Vic's getting the wave. The play to the plate off the target. And safe and sound as Vic runs through and ties the game up at 2 apiece. And it's an RBI for Beckham. And has himself in a scoring position, representing the go-ahead run. And we'll have Cam Seba at the plate. First pitch, just a tad high for a ball. The 1-0. Outside again. Runner thinks about going to third. A couple aggressive strides down the base path. Will back up to third base. Just misses. Cam having to step inside to the plate to get away from that one. Good block by the catcher, though, to get in front of it and keep that one where it was. Lobbed in there. Inside, it's ball 4 for Cam. And we'll make us trot down to first base. Runners on first and second. And we'll go back to the top of the order here to Cam. And so Mills still trying to get out of the inning here. Cam, second time through the order. Takes a strike there on the other half. I love the 2-1 pitch here from Mills. One that drops down, gets past the catcher. Both runners will be on the move. And they both advance a base, now 2 in scoring position. Here for the Red Sox. Backs away, takes a ball. And the full count situation here. We'll have the payoff here from Mills. And it's strike 3 looking as Mills will paint the outside. And a strikeout, a backwards K there for Mills. And we'll move on to Zane. With 2 down, chance here for the Colts to get themselves out of the jam they have themselves in now. Zane will load up to the backstop. That one skips on by. Runner coming home. The play to the plate. Not there in time. And Beckham slides in there. And runner, another one trying to come through. This one's Cam. And now he's stuck in a pickle between home plate and third. Back and forth they go. Throw down to third. That one skips on past the glove. And Cam will slide in there successfully. And that was the best case scenario there for the Red Sox. Cam able to get on home, and 2 runs will score, doubling the tally of the Colts. Is now 4-2. And now Zane's got nobody on for him, where once ago he just had 2 runners on. We'll have the 1-0 pitch. Loads up, takes it looking as he backs away. On the 1-1. Outside, ball 2. Zane pops this one up and down into fair territory. Over top of the third baseman. Down for a base hit. A little blooper there, potentially. As it just got over top of the reaching glove of the infield. And a runner to work with again for the Red Sox, and this brings up Miller. And holds off. We'll take ball 1. On the 1-0 from Mills, opposite side of Miller, and there goes Zane down to second. Gets himself an extra base. And we'll have runner now in scoring position. And we'll have just a quick mound meeting, it looks to be, from head coach of the Colts. That's Ben and his pitcher. And his catcher as well, just trying to get on the same page here. As initially, the Colts look to get out of this without potentially allowing any runs against them, but the Red Sox have opened up the scoring and found some runs. And so Coach will go back to his dugout, and Mills will be good to go. I believe a 2-0 pitch incoming for Miller. Down and away, ball 3. And Miller in full control of this count now. We'll see if he can finish it off. Got to find the strike zone here if you're Mills. Here's the 3-0. And it's ball 4, a 4-pitch walk for Miller. We'll put him on first base. 2 runners now to work with here for the Red Sox as they continue to work their way through the order. And here's Jeremy. Inside, strike 1. Able to clip the inside. Jeremy took a step away from it, but definitely got him out of the zone. The 0-1 just tying inside. We'll split the first 2 pitches, 1 and 1. The 1-1 pitch. That's going right for Jeremy. Gets away from it on the outside of him. And we'll have another ball go the way of Jeremy. Puts him in, I believe, at 2 and 1. Holds off. Mills doesn't get the call. He's trying to dance around that top of the zone. Ball 3. Goes the way of Jeremy. Well, the 3-1 count. There's strike 2. Paints the inside. Perfect pitch there from Mills. Brings us to a full count situation. And here's the payoff. And it's ball 4 down in the dirt. And the bases are now loaded here for the Red Sox. And a chance here for Miles to really do some damage and extend the lead of the Red Sox, which is now 2. We'll see ball 1. Pitch to Miles. Ground ball to the shortstop. Looks for the out. Flip to second in time. And that will end the top of the 2nd inning, and no runs will score on the bases being loaded. And so it's 4-2 as the Red Sox find, I believe, 3 runs to get the lead back. When we come back, bottom 2nd, well, the Colts back on the offense, down by 2 runs. We'll see if they can get some offense going when we return. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Kingston. Well, joining back here for the bottom of the second inning between the Kingston Colts and the Orleans Red Sox. Ashton back at the mound for his second consecutive inning. Held Kingston to only 2 runs back in the bottom first. Looking to do something of the same here, leading things off. Well, how about the other pitcher in this ball game who just pitched the top of the second inning? It's number 24, Sawyer Mills. And Sawyer gets that ball in a beautiful catch by the second baseman. Fast reaction times needed. And he showcased it there. Able to make that grab. That's a highlight reel right there. One of the best of the tournament we've seen so far. And there's one down. That pitch just a bit high for our next batter. This is Raff. Well, the 1-0 to Raff. Backs away and we'll take one down to the dirt for a ball. It's a 2-1 count after the first 3 pitches. And strike 2, perfectly placed there from Ashton. Chips away on the outside corner. That's absolute paint right there. We'll have the 2-2. And goes for a very awkward swing there on the inside. Late decision. Does go through, and that's strike 3. And we'll move on in the order. Inside. For a ball for Xander. Gets a piece of it. We'll foul it back. And we'll see a strike. Xander was our starting pitcher this afternoon as well for Kingston. And down in the dirt and away for a ball. Holds off, strike 3 looking to end the inning. And a strikeout there from Ashton ends it on a high. And that will do it for the second inning. The Red Sox continue to have themselves a lead 4-2. And when we come back, a chance to extend it in the top of the third. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Kingston. We'll join you back here for the top of the third inning on a windy Saturday afternoon. As it hasn't been the warmest weather, for sure. Kind of showcasing why it is called the Fall Classic. That fall wind coming in to effect. And leading things off for the Orleans Red Sox, number 32, Simon. Pitcher at the mound for his first inning of work here in the top third. It's number 3, Sammy. So Sammy will start his warm-up. Well, kind of slowly get into the game. That's number 11, pardon me, Sammy. We'll see if he can get his arm going here early. Slinged in there, fouled off. That'll be a strike against Simon. So 3 innings, 3 different pitchers here for Kingston. That is their way they would like to go in the pitching strategy. Outside for a ball. I know we face weather all day. We have had some times that it was nice. The sun is shining. Finally this morning it was clouds galore. Rain, a little bit of rain. For sure, lots of wind. Hasn't been the warmest of days. I showed up here in a short sleeve shirt and some shorts, and now I'm in a sweater and pants. So the wind is definitely bringing the breeze, and it's a walk for Simon to lead off runner on first base now. And this brings up Adam. Just trying to advance the runner. Holds off past the catcher. Simon down to second. And advances himself now to a scoring position. Adam gets a piece of it. Fouls it back into foul territory. And we'll have a strike against him. So we'll split the first 2 pitches 1-1. Another heavy swing there from Adam. Will be strike 2. Not afraid to swing the bat. Just got to make some contact. Holds off. Runner down to third. Goes when the catcher isn't focused. Mid-throw to the pitcher, and heads-up play by Simon moves himself now to third base, a base hit away from getting another run for Orleans. And it's a ball there for Adam on the outside. And now Simon in the heads of the infielders for the Colts. As soon as Sammy threw that pitch, he made sure to kind of run to the inside near the plate to make sure that Simon was not coming home. Pitch to Adam. Strike 3, the call on the inside. As Sammy will clip it. Perfectly located for the punch out. And here's Vic now to the plate. Can he cash in a run? First pitch swinging, past the catcher to the backstop. Runner comes around. No slide needed for Simon. And it's 5-2 as they cash in another run here and extend their lead. Their first run here in the top third. Clears the bases. And nobody now on base for Vic. And so a bit of an argument here. We looked if there was a if he did swing, it was a strikeout initially. And so runner will actually have to go back. Will not cash in a run. It was a foul ball. And so we'll stay to 4-2 game. I'm trying to watch the replay right here to see if he did get a piece of that ball. Because it was a foul ball, so it's a strike against Vic. And here's the pitch from Sammy. Whips it in there. Strike on the outside. Down the middle, a comebacker. Bounces out of the glove, fires to first in time. Play to the plate, the tag, double play is good. The Colts get themselves a double play. Back-to-back outs at first, and then get the tag at the plate. And no runs will score, and they keep it at 4-2. And what a turnaround after it once seemed like it could have been 5-2. They get a play from 1-3, 3-2. 1-3-2 double play. Picture perfect there for Kingston. And when we come back, bottom third, Colts down by 2. Back on the offense. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here at Shannon's Corners Ballpark. We'll join you back here for the bottom of the third inning with the Colts down by 2. And a swing and a miss there for the leadoff hitter. As leading things off, I believe this is Connor. Gets contact, fouls it back. And we'll see a strike. New pitcher to the ball game as well, number 32. This is Simon. Will make his debut. As both these teams going with the strategy of kind of new inning, well, we'll put in a new pitcher as well. And strike 2, make that 3. Swinging there from Connor. And there's one down with a leadoff strikeout. Bouncer to the second baseman, throw to first in time. And so we'll go back to this is Colton. We'll take a ball. Fair ball to the third baseman. Bounce over top of him. Shortstop trying to recover, but able to run through it for a base hit. It's Colton. And here's Sawyer. As the top of the order has gone to work here for Kingston. First pitch for Sawyer. Outside for a ball. Runner down to second to throw the tag. Just gets past the second baseman. Where the shortstop make that. He was covering the base. And Colton will advance himself with a steal now to scoring position. And a chance for Sawyer to potentially get himself an RBI as well. Swing and a miss though. For a strike. I believe strike number 2 in the count. And a chance here for Simon to find out number 2 potentially. I believe it would be his second strikeout of the inning alone. Here's the pitch. Gets a piece of it. Fouls it back to behind the backstop. And we'll stay alive. And it's strike 3 looking. And a punch out for out number 3. Backwards K there for Sawyer. And that will do it for the bottom third. We're just over the halfway point of this ball game. The Red Sox still have themselves a 4-2 lead. When we come back, top of the fourth, with the Red Sox back on the offense looking to extend their lead. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Kingston. Well, joining back here in the top of the fourth inning, leading things off is Ashton. We'll see if he can get things created. As back at the mound is Sammy for his second consecutive inning. That's outside for a ball. And strike on the outside. Will just pierce it. Great pitch there from Sammy. Looking confident just like he showcased in the top of the third inning. We'll see how Ashton stays alive. And it's strike three, the call. A leadoff punch out. Delivered from Sammy. And there's one down. Well, at bottom of the order here, it's Beckham. He'll try to create something here. And fouled back for a strike, so Beckham gets a piece of it. Inside for a ball. Inside again. And another ball going the way of Beckham. So a Beckham and then Cam Seba as we round out the bottom of the order here. Great depth lineup, though. Another pitch on the inside. And Beckham's got to lead in the count now with at least 3 balls. So Sam has got to find the strike zone here. The pitch does it quickly, but maybe got to slow down the rhythm there. It's a walk for Beckham. Puts him on first base and gives a runner for the Red Sox to work with. And we'll have Cam Seba. Will make his way to the batter's box. Late swing there will be a foul ball for a strike. As it was right down the middle, Cam making the decision at the last second to take a slice. Gets a piece of it, will foul him back. We'll have an 0-1 pitch nonetheless. Holds off on that one and hits the top of the strike zone for strike 2. And a lead here for Sammy. The 0-2 outside for the first ball. The 1-2, Cam just shuffling away from that one, thrown by the feet of Cam. And another one in the inside of Cam. And again, almost four consecutive balls in a row there delivered to Seba. And will make his way down to first base. And here's Cam French to the plate with 2 runners on at first and second. First pitch to Cam. Down to the dirt for ball 1. And that's a strike. Takes it looking there on the outside corner. The pitch. Down to the dirt. Good pitch. Good block there by Sawyer, the catcher here this afternoon for Kingston. That's a crucial part, especially, we saw it early in the tournament, especially in our first game of the day, which featured this Orleans team. They scored a lot of runs off of balls getting to the backstop. Runners getting extra bases, and they're able to get around and score runs. Pitch Cam on the inside for a ball. The 1-2. And there is strike 3 looking for Cam, the backwards K, and there's 2 down. And well, this will bring up Zane his 3rd time through the order with runners in first and second. That one slips on by. Runners both on the go, and they'll both advance a base. Now 2 in scoring position here. Here with 2 outs. Sammy, only 1 more to get out of it and leave 2 runners stranded, which would be the ideal situation for the Colts, especially down by 2. Big time situation for the Red Sox, though. Outside for a ball. This one to the backstop. Here goes the runner. Going to be close, but the toss to the pitcher who was going to cover home plate. Just off the target. And the Red Sox will add to their tally. Make it 5-2. And a runner at third as well. And a walk there for Zane will put runners in the corners. And here's Miller Goods. Chance to extend the lead. First pitch. Takes it on the inside for ball 1. Zane down to second. And an easy play there with runners in the corners. You don't throw. Down to the dirt. Good block there by Sawyer behind the plate to ensure he gets in front of it. Big time play. Pitch to Goods. Outside for Miller, and this will load the bases up here for the Red Sox. And here's a great opportunity here for Orleans after we saw out number 2, and it kind of seemed like there was really nobody on, and nothing was going to be created. The Colts seemed like they were going to get out of it. The bases are now loaded as the top of the order has gone to work. And here's Jeremy with a chance to do some damage. A strike on the outside. Sammy will paint it. And right down the pipe looking for Jeremy for strike 3. And Sammy gets himself out of the jam he found himself in with the bases loaded with a strikeout. And that will do it for the top of the 4th. Still a 5-2 game as the Red Sox do find 1 run. And the Colts down by 3 heading to the bottom 4th. When we come back, Colts on the offense. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Kingston. We'll get back underway here for the bottom of the 4th inning. And leading things off, and it's Levi. And the first pitch from Simon, who makes his 2nd consecutive inning appearance at the mound. And it's first pitch for a ball. We'll have the 1-0. Holds off. Ball 2. We'll have the 2-0 pitch. And we'll take it looking for strike 1. Perfectly placed there from Simon. That's all he's going to do. Especially on an early strike. Just kind of get things adjusted, get one up in the count. We'll have 1-1. Over top for ball 2. And so Levi hitting in the cleanup spot here this afternoon for Kingston. We'll have 2 more games today, well, including this one, 3. After this, we'll have 2 more, I believe 3:30 and potentially 5:30, the starts for those ones. 2-1 turned into 3-1. Make that ball 4, that is. For Levi, a lead-off walk for the Colts. Have as a runner on out on first base. And this will bring up Sammy. So the pitcher's duel commencing here as the 2 relievers who joined the ball game and around the 3rd inning will go at it. Runner down to 2nd. The toss is there. The tag in time. What a heads-up play from miles behind the plate to toss it down perfectly down the middle, right to second base. The tag is there, and there's nobody on now for the Colts. And there's 1 down. Pictured perfect there from the infield. And so we'll get Sammy's at-bat resumed here now with nobody on. And he'll take strike 2 looking for Sammy. Got to protect here. Here's the pitch from Simon. And that is strike 2 against him. Paints the outside, Simon does. And now he's got to protect with 2 strikes down. And a ball down in the dirt to extend the at-bat. Got to be approaching a full count here. Pitch. Sammy gets a piece of it, fouls it off. Outside the 3rd baseline and over top of the fence to the fence. Fortunately, can't keep that ball. We need as many balls as we can get here at Shannon's Corners. We're running low on baseball, so that one's returned. And that's outside. It's ball 4 for Sammy. And a walk with to put a runner now on first base again. And here's Malcolm now to the plate. Looking to advance the runner into his scoring position. First pitch, strike 1. As this will be the final inning for Simon. Due to, I believe, the 2 max innings you could pitch. And just on the outside for ball 1. So I'd like to finish it off strong on the rubber. And a late decision gets a piece of it. Will foul it back for his 2nd strike. And it'll be 1-2 count for Malcolm. Got to protect to stay alive. And blast it up high for another ball. And it's strike 3, or 2, or 3 it is, confirmed on the inside corner. And it's a strikeout from Simon, and there's 2 down. And the Red Sox playing perfect defensive baseball after they allowed 2 runs. I believe both of them coming back in the top of the, make that the bottom of the first inning. Since then, have been so strong. And here's Sawyer Mills to the plate. Was our starting pitcher here this afternoon at the beginning of the game. Mills pops this one back to the backstop and will take a strike in doing so. So important games here for both these teams. I'm not sure if the Colts already had a game this morning. I'm going to guess and say they did. But for the Red Sox, this is their second game of the day. Probably maybe also played it in yesterday's night, but big games where if you gotta want to make the semifinals, you gotta win games. So the Red Sox, well, they are in the win column and are up by 3 right now, heading into the later stages of the game. As I believe Sammy will steal himself a base now in a scoring position. Outside, ball 4 for Sawyer. And it's a 2-out walk. 2 runners at first and second. And all of these 2 runners have generated off of with 2 outs, so trying to get something. That one out of the glove of the catcher. Both runners on the move. And Sawyer, as well as I believe Malcolm, both now in a scoring position. And here's Raff. That one up high. And Simon now finds himself in a jam. Got to work his way out of it. Holds off, will take a strike. A little head shake, though, as he knows that he's seen something that he could definitely hit. For good contact, too. That was down in the middle. Holds off again and takes strike 2. Can't be afraid to swing the bat here if you're Raff. A chance for Simon to end the inning. And he stays alive as Gray Mason fouls that one off. And so we'll have another 1-2 pitch. Swings that one on the inside again by the hands. Fouls it off. And will stay alive. Great contact here from Rafe. Pardon me, it's Rafe instead of Raff. Still at a 1-2. Holds off. Will take ball 2. Great take there. As Rafe has looked very aggressive at the bats when choosing when to swing. Takes that one, though, and that was the right decision. The 2-2. This one just spins on the end of the bat to foul territory. And we'll have a foul ball. Still on it, too. Make that ball 4. And a great at-bat there from Rafe. Will make his way down to first, and the bases are loaded. All of these base runners generated with, I believe, 2 outs. And here's Xander. Can he continue the party? Strike 1 on the outside corner. And Simon has now worked himself into a jam. Got to find a way out of it. The 0-1. Inside and up high for a ball. You 1-1. Ducks down. Takes ball 2 up high. And a big at-bat here for a team of the Colts down by 3 runs in the final inning and 1/3 they have on the offense. Would love to click something here. The 2-1. Inside again. It's ball 3. And if you're Simone, you can't afford to throw ball forward. You got to find the strike zone. Forced to throw a strike. We'll have the 3-1 pitch. And he goes through for strike 2. And a full count situation with the bases loaded and 2 outs. We'll have the payoff pitch. Chopper up the middle. Simone first to it. Plate to the plate in time. And they save a run and get out of the jam. Perfectly played by Simone. Had to make a play. Decides to go to the plate. And that will end the bottom of the 4th inning and send themselves to the top of the 5th, the final inning of the game, up by 3. When we return, we're in the final inning of baseball. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic between the Red Sox and the Colts. Top 5th here as we join you back. Leading things off for the Orleans Red Sox. It's number 17. This is Miles. First pitch swinging, pulls this one to the second baseman, and it slips on past him. And it's a leadoff single. That one also gets away from the outfield. And how about that? What should have been a single ends up with a runner in scoring position now off the leadoff batter. And for a team that's trying to get themselves as big of a lead as possible before we go to a do-or-die bottom 5. Big time hit there from Miles. And here's Simone as the 2 pitchers will go out of here. New pitcher in the ballgame as well for the Colts. First pitch swing in the ambush. Out of the glove of the shortstop. Fires to first. Not there in time. Safe and sound is Simone. 2 pitches, 2 hits. And runners at first and second. And Miles over there at second deciding not to make the dash down to third as that ball was hit right to the shortstop. An easy tag play would have been applied. That's a heads-up play there. This one's a fair ball. 3 hits in a row. Race for first base, and the Colts will win it to get out number 1. But a sacrifice play as that will move the runners now at third and second, and it's a hitting parade here for the Red Sox. just ambushing everything they see. And will bring us up to Vic, as that was Adam on the last hit. And first pitch for Vic, he'll crack one. This one to center field. And no play to be had. It's an RBI single for Vic as Miles comes around and makes it 6-2. And so 4 pitches, 4 hits, just slamming everything that comes their way. Can Ashton continue the trend? And he will be the first batter to take a pitch there. Outside for ball 1, successful steal there from Vic. Moves himself now to his scoring position as well. And ball 2 on the outside. Get a lead here for Ashton. That one down in the dirt. Catcher can't find it, but he did get a leg in front of it, which was the difference maker. As it prohibited runner at third, represented by Simon, from coming home, as it kept it still around the plate. A couple balls going the way of Ashton. Here's the pitch from Rafe. Outside, that's ball 4. And the bases are loaded now for Orleans. And bottom of the order, Beckham takes to the plate. Pardon me, make that second last in the order. Can Beckham induct some damage? First pitch down the pipe will take a strike. The 0-1. Strike 2 the cow. Gets it on the outside. And a lead here for Rafe with back-to-back strikes. Brings us 0-2 in the count. And so now Beckham's got to protect. The 0-2. This one up the middle. A comebacker to the second baseman. Looks for the plate. The play. The tag in time. And no tag was needed due to the forced play. So the throw was there in time. And that's all that will matter. Out number 2. And saves a run from scoring. And here's Cam Seba. He's got a chance here to do some damage. Only 1 out needed though to get the Colts back on the offense. Bases loaded jam. Cam will get a piece of it, fouls it back. And we'll see strike 1. And strike 2 as Rafe will paint the outside. And now Cam's up against it. The 0-2 lead with 2 outs. And just misses Cam. Had to get away from it. But he had, being up with the count, Rafe, he had a 0-2 count, can use a ball there, and he does. Here's the 1-2. And we'll foul that one off. And he'll stay at 2 strikes. So if my math is correct, or my ruling is correct, there's the 5-run limit in each inning. And so the Colts, the max they could score in the 5th would be 5. Here's the pitch inside. So as I was saying, if the Red Sox mathematically score 2 more, which they have, that would be the runner at second base, they would win the ball game and walk it off. Big pitch on the backside of Seba. For ball 3, I believe. And this brings us to a full count after Rafe started the count, up 0-2. And we'll have the payoff pitch. Cam, piece of it, just fouls it off. We'll have another payoff. Cam, underneath of it, foul ball. Got a lot of that ball, just pulled it a little bit too much. And we'll stay to full count here. Cam is quite the hitter. Really can protect the plate. And we'll have another payoff pitch here. Third consecutively. The pitch. And inside by the hands, which most likely would have been ball 4. Still takes a slice at it. Really wants to swing the barrel. Fouls it back. Another payoff pitch coming. This battle continues between these two. Here it is. And it's ball 4 down and inside. And a run will score for the Red Sox. And it's a 5-run game. What a battle that was from Cam. Worked a full count after going 0-2 down and won it. And here's back to the top of the order for Cam French. Steal with the bases loaded. He'll take strike 1 looking. The 0-1. Inside by the feet. A great block there from Sawyer behind the plate to keep runners where they are. Love the 1-1. Ball 2 just down and low. 2-1. Holds off, hits the ground, get away from it. And it's ball 3. And Rafe has to find the strike zone now. No room for error. The 3-1. And he gets one back. Strike 2 looking. And another full count situation. This one with full pressure. Gets a piece of it. Bobbled by the second baseman. He can't find it. And Cam will get himself an RBI. Another one coming around. 2 runs will score for the Red Sox. And it's 2 RBIs and a single for Cam French. And makes it 9-2. So this inning must be open. Which makes sense sometimes in the final inning you do an open inning where you can score as many runs as possible. That's why the game hasn't ended yet. It's on the outside for a ball. Here's Zane. His 3rd or 4th time through the order. So Rafe gets a quick drink of water. We'll get back resumed here inside for Zane. Down in the dirt, bounces away. Here comes runner around and slides in there heavily. And the throw to the plate gets through again. And here comes Cam all the way from second. And a pair of runs will score again. And it's 11-2. Now for the Red Sox. And we'll see if we're going to play another inning. It looks like one of the managers of the Red Sox talking to the umpire. As statistically, mathematically, the game would be over. And it looks like we potentially will play the bottom of the 5th as the Red Sox are coming out to play some defense. And when we come back, bottom 5, the Colts down by 9 now. You're watching the 2025 Colts Fall Classic here in Kingston. we'll get the bottom of the 5th inning underway here in Kingston. Leading things off on the bottom of the order here for the Colts, it's Connor. Swings that one up high for strike 1. And so the Red Sox had themselves an incredible inning. Scoring 5 runs, making it 11-2. 9 runs the difference now. And mathematically, here in the final inning, I believe, the Colts don't really have a chance to come back unless there is a 6th inning. We haven't seen 6 innings yet because, well, we've had a couple mercy rules in effect. But I believe it is just a 5-inning game of baseball. And whipped on the other side of Connor for a ball. Here's the pitch over top of the box. And this is new pitcher at the mound as well. Number 23, it's Vic. Will make his game debut in a kind of like a closing spot. And that will get Connor in the helmet. Shoots up right away. Gives a thumbs up to the umpire. Which is good to see. It takes that one like a champ, and he'll head down to first base. Gives her runner to work with. Man, didn't make the nicest of sounds there for Connor, but if he's okay, that's the only thing that matters. And so we'll have a runner on first base here with a leadoff hit by pitch walk, and here's Noah. So we go back to the top of the order. This one to the backstop. Here goes Connor, who'll turn on the Jets and get to second base. Of the 1-0. Again thrown away. Connor down to third. From one corner to the next for Connor. Back-to-back pitches that get away from Vic. And now he's got to be careful. Chance for the Colts to get one back on the board. And now into the backstop. Connor thinks about it. Does not decide to go. And, well, I think if he did go, probably would have scored a run there. No one looked really too anxious from the Red Sox to get back and cover. 3-0 lead here for Noah nonetheless. And Vic's got to throw a strike on the 3-0 pitch. And he gets one back down the middle for strike 1. As he'll get the automatic strike. 3-1. Bouncer in the dirt. It's ball 4 for Noah. And we'll put runners now in the corners for the Red Sox. And we'll bring up Colton. We'll see what Colton can do here with 2 on. As this game reaching an hour and 45 minutes. Long ball game, but these two teams very competitive. Outside for a ball. This one to the backstop. Connor thinks about it, won't go. Colton will think that no one will take the opportunity to run down to second, though, so it's 2 now in a scoring position. Outside, another ball going the way of the Colts. I believe this is about 7 straight balls that Vic has thrown. Got to get one back here. Can't afford to get down that rabbit hole. We'll have the pitch to Colton. And that's ball 4. Base is loaded here. No outs for the Colts. And here's Sawyer. Big time opportunity here for Kingston, down by 9 is the number right now. First pitch whipped across the plate on the outside, ball 1. The 2-1 pitch. The strike, the call. For Sawyer, nice swing there, but not able to make contact. It is a 1-1 count now after that swing and a miss. Outside it up high. Ball 2. And if Sawyer can get a pitch he likes, perfect time for the top of the order to come through as well, as Sawyer hits in the 3rd spot in the lineup. Here's the 2-1. There's something. Heavy swing, strike 2. Perfect pitch there from Vic to put Sawyer now up against it. And we'll have the 2-2. And strike 3 looking for Sawyer for a strikeout with the bases loaded. And we'll move on to the cleanup hitter, Levi. Can he induct some damage? Vic trying to work his team out of this jam they found themselves in. Pitch 1, inside up high. 4 ball. And a strike on the inside looking there from Levi. We'll take it. And it brings us to a 2-1 count. Big time situation here for Levi. Here's the pitch. Holds off, takes ball 3. And now if you're Vic at the mound, you can't afford to see ball 4 would score a run for the Colts. We'll have the 3-1 delivery. And strike 2. Perfect pitch there to get Levi. And will bring us now to a full count scenario. The payoff. Strike 3 swinging for Levi. And there's 2 down. And we'll bring up Sammy with the bases loaded. And Vic is playing phenomenally right now after getting the bases loaded with almost 3 consecutive walks. Since then, it's been lights out at the mound. Sammy into the glove of the first baseman. Simon, fast reaction time. I believe will win the ball game. And he ends it. And the Red Sox remain perfect here on day 2 through 2 games. Win this one 11-2, the final score against the Kingston Colts red team. And that will do it. I believe they'll have another game right after this as well, as they'll take on the Cornwall River Rats. So first pitch for that one, I believe, scheduled for 3:30. Probably have to start that one a little later, though, as that's in 10 minutes. That will do it for this one. One more time, the Red Sox win it 11-2, the final score. I've been Jacob Ewing. Remember, subscribe and hit that notification bell on the Kingston Baseball Association YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the 2025 Colts Fall Classic Tournament. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in a little bit for River Rats and the Red Sox.